Okay, here's our video on multiplying decimals with models. And we don't mean runway models or like this Model A, Ford Model A, not that. No, so we did models in 5th grade, and we did modeling with fractions, and decimals are fractions. So here's an example. Here's 0.3 as a model. Right? And we know it's in the 10th place, so it's 3/10. Right? 0.3 is 3/10. So you can see we made 10 spaces here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 3 of them are filled. And we did this in 5th grade. So that's 3/10. So we can multiply decimals with models, and we can do it the regular way. So here's 0.3 times 0.8. So you should remember, when we add and subtract, we line up the decimals, but we're not going to line them up when we multiply. We don't line them up, unless they just happen to line up. So in this case, all you have to do is just forget about the decimals right away. Just say, what's 8 times 3? Well, 8 times 3 is 24, right? Now, how many decimal places do you have? You have 1 here, and you have 1 here, so you have 2. So from this point, you move it twice, and it's 0.24. So you always count the decimal places, how many you have, and you move it to the left, right? And we'll model that in a minute, but let's just look at another one. Let's say I had, use another marker. Let's say I had 1.2 times, let's say, 0.30. And it just so happens that they lined up. Right? Now, you don't have to use 0.30. You can just get rid of that 0, because 0.3 is the same as 0.30. So now you just multiply. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. Bring down the 0. Actually, you don't need a 0 anymore. That's it. So how many decimal places do you have? You have 2 decimal places, so it's 0.36. Let's do another one. What if I had 0.327 times 0.5? So as you can see here, we're not lining up the decimals. Not lining up the decimals. If this was addition and subtraction, you would have to line them up. But you don't do that with multiplication, unless they just happen to line up like we did before. So again, we just multiply. So 7 times 5 is 35. Bring the 3 up. We have 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Bring the 1 over. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. So now we have that number, and let's count the decimal places. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So from here, we go to the left 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the answer is 0.1635. Okay, so that's the regular way. You just multiply and count the decimal places. Let's do a model now. First of all, tell me, what is that decimal? What is that decimal? Well, we just did this, right? There's 3 shaded at a total of 10. So it's 0.3. 0.3. And this one, we did this one, it's 0.8 because it's 8 shaded. That's 0.8. So we already knew that 8 times 3 is 24, and there was 2 decimal places. So 0.3, when we did this before, 0.8, should use a better marker here, equals 0.24. So let me show you how you can show that in a model. So we have, let's use the 0.8. We have 8 filled. And now what you want to do is you want to now get the 0.3 one. And you should use different color. So I'll use red. So that's why I want you to have different colored pens. So we're going to make 10 lines. This represents the 3 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 9 lines will give us 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. It doesn't have to be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the red lines going horizontal is going to represent 0.3. Now 0.3, 3 have to be filled. So we're going to shade in 3. Now, how many are shaded in blue and red together? That will give us our answer. Well, let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There it is. 0.24. Last year we did this with fractions the same way. 0.9 times 0.2. Well, it's 0.2 times 0.9. It's the same thing with the commutative property. I'm using this x instead of the dot because it looks a little better than doing this. Right? Sometimes it's better to use the x when we're using decimals. So try to model that the same way we did before in multiplication. Now, the regular way we know, it doesn't matter what you put on top, 0.9 or 0.2, you can put whatever's easier for you. We need another marker, that marker's not working. So 9 times 2 is 18, and there's 2 decimal places, so it'll be 0.18. So we know we have to get 0.18. So let's make a box. We're in the 10th place. We'll make a box, make our 9 lines. Make sure you have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now you can do 0.9 or 0.2. Doesn't matter which one you do first. So we'll do 0.2 first. So there is shaded in 0.2. All right. And now we'll do with another marker. Let's do 0.9. So again, now we're doing horizontally. We're going to make 9 lines this way, because that'll give us 10. And let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, with 0.9, let's use another marker again. All this will be filled. And of course, in class we have more time. We can take our time and use rulers to make it look neat. Okay, now, to get the answer, we want to know what is red and black. What boxes have both the 0.9 in red and the 0.2 in black? Well, here they are. Here's where they overlap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 0.18. There it is. That's how we model decimals. So you can do it the old-fashioned way, or we can do it the model way, whatever's easier for you. Great job.